Guys, this is a nice look at my front yard here. Very nice country setting. I'm going to wait about a minute for anybody that wants to join up, and then we'll get started. About 30 more seconds, guys. Good morning, everybody. We're back doing our morning live streams. It's something that I really did enjoy quite a bit. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was kind of getting strange on the Pro channel because I would have the Pro channel videos on there. But if I did a live stream video every morning, it would really get all right, let me move that out of the way. It would really get kind of clogged up with a whole bunch of live stream videos, and you wouldn't be able to see the actual Pro channel videos, the service videos and teaching videos that were on there because there were so many other videos that were being uploaded every day. So I thought about it, and I said, well, I'd really like to do this again because it was a lot of fun. It was interesting having the little short blogs in the morning, and some of the guys were asking, where do you find time to do this? Well, where I live, I'm probably a good distance. The supply houses are about 35 miles from where I live. I live near a small town in North Carolina called Wallace, but most of my business, as far as suppliers, is in Wilmington. So I have a long drive almost every day. I mean, I have customers that are up here as well, but if I want to get supplies or I'm doing some work in Wilmington, which is common because Wilmington's so large compared to the area I live in, I have this time to do these videos. Today, I'm actually not doing much work at all because I had to take care of some business, dig up some supplies. I got to restock the shop. I've used I have a lot of 3x8 metal that I use because it's easy to handle and it fits on the table real well. And I'm able to, cross break it easier because the break is 52 inches. And if I have 48 by metal, you can't get as good cross break on the larger pieces of duct that I make. So I use 3 foot, which is good for me because I don't make whole duct systems most of the time. I just make plenums for the air handlers. So it works pretty well for me. I do 4x as well, but I like the way the 3x works with my shop. So I think I ordered 10 more pieces of 3x this morning. It's 3x8 26 gauge beaded metal. Got to get some S-Lock because I don't make Pittsburgh steams and stuff like that, so I use a piece of S-Lock. I'll just bend mine all the way around. And, I have a video that goes over that I released a couple weeks ago. But I want to do these live streams in the morning. I have the time to do them. Like I said, I got a big drive most of the time. It may not be every single day, and I can't tell you exactly when. But as long as you subscribe to the channel, and when you subscribe, there's usually a little gear button next to where it says subscribe, and it says get email notifications. If you get the email notifications, it'll email you whenever I am going to do the live stream. And what I do when I do one is I wait a minute or two anyway, so if people want to join up, they can. That way, you'll be notified when it's going to happen. Now, you won't always be able to watch, I know that. But I'll try to do, most of them will be in the morning, so the West Coast guys will probably miss some of them, but I'll probably do some throughout the day. So different people will be able to watch at different times. What's coming up? I'm going to try to do them, on a regular basis. Every single morning that I'm available to do one. Sometimes I'll be working real close to the house, or I may not be working. I may be working inside the house, where you'll see one later in the day. They might not be every single day, and I probably still will do a Saturday one because I always do work on Saturday. Where I live, I'm in the country. You take your own trash to the dump. So a lot of times I'll do one on the way to the dump. It's just a good use of time. Sometimes I won't feel like it. Sometimes I'll turn the radio up and I'll just rock and roll all the way there. But most of the time, I'm happy to do one. Each day will be a different subject, maybe based on what I went through the day before, what I'm doing the next day. We'll talk about that and hopefully how it applies to you, your business, your career. We'll even talk about some of the ins and outs of the YouTube community. Because believe it or not, I know I hear it a lot, and I've seen it, whenever they start a new community, there's always that same disclaimer. We don't want any drama. The bad news is that most of the time there's drama, because it's humans, and humans tend to argue, and not just online, but in real life. One of my favorite ones is going to one of my kids' sporting events and have the parents yelling at each other, arguing over, who was out, who was safe, who scored, who didn't score. And it's like that throughout life. There's going to be drama. And when I started the Facebook Pro group, I said the same thing. No Facebook crap, which meant no drama. But there's always drama. There's always stuff that goes on. But I'm going to encourage folks that if they want to, especially in the group, if they want to work it out without airing it out, they have group chats, and we can do group chats and do it that way. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a productive way to solve the problem without having to air it out and for the world to see. Because I think some of these are probably founded and some of them are unfounded. So maybe we could separate those two out before it gets out into the open. Because thinking that there's going to be no drama in life is probably a mistake. There's always drama in everybody's life. They can't get away from it. It always finds you. But I think how we deal with it once it finds you is one of the most important things. I haven't always done that well myself. And I'm glad there's not videotape of that. So, this week, not a whole lot going on, and trying to slow down for the end of this week, trying to relax a little bit today. I'm going to get some administrative stuff done. A lot of the O-rings, not O-rings, but little sleeves that go into your hoses, the 1/4 inch. I need to replace those in my vacuum hoses, and the 1/2 inch that are on the other end, because it's a 1/2 inch on one end and goes to 1/4 inch for the service ports. But they're I saw that one of them was kind of shredded, and my vacuums haven't been going as good as I would like them to, so I can see that there's probably a reason why is those particular rings. The O-ring that's in my filled piece vacuum gauge looks a little bit rough. Need to replace it. I almost think it might be better off to get a micron gauge with a male into it, so that your issues will be with the hose that you connect it to instead of with the actual micron gauge. And I never thought about that, but it seems like a good idea now. But I've already got the micron gauge, so we're gonna make it work as long as possible. So I got to get some replacement. I might see if they have the rings. I don't know if I want to buy new hoses, but I have had these for a few years, so it might be time for some new hoses, because vacuum hoses, you need the integrity to be good on the hoses. So I have to look down and make sure everything looks all right, but I don't know which way I'll go with that yet. Otherwise, maybe next week I'll be doing another ream install. I might be doing another ream install next week. Have a possible Goodman install coming up. So we'll see. We will see. But I just want to put this first vlog out there, get back on the map, let people know the channel's going to produce some videos, how we're going to do it. I have the title as the date. Once the video is over, I may go back in and change the title, put the date and another title to sort of give you what the content is, and maybe split them up into playlists based on what we're talking about. Because some will be about business, some will be about technical stuff. We're not going to talk about anything too technical because this is a free video. We don't want everybody trying stuff at home, but still, most of us are technicians, and without any visual representation of what's going on, there's not going to be much help to anyone else. But we will talk about some shop talk stuff, maybe even go over some of the stuff we went over on the Pro channel, whether it be technical information, sort of reiterating what was going on over there. On the Pro channel, let's see what videos we have coming up. I just uploaded a blog that's going to come out next Monday. It's business related, and it's going to be talking about how guys have a rosy picture of being in business for themselves and maybe don't consider all the pitfalls. And just sort of a cautionary tale, so the guys that are preparing to go into business think it through and make sure they're aware it's not going to be smooth sailing, basically. And that'll be out next Monday. And I have a train service call that's coming out on tomorrow, Thursday. And that's another one of those apartment units, TWB units from 1996. It has a few issues, so I'll let y'all follow along and see what's going on there. Some of them are standard fare. Issues that have gone on with those units before, so you can follow along. See some of the tools used. We used the mega ohm meter and stuff like that. So it's the Reed ST5500 which someone said they don't make anymore. I haven't checked that. So it's a good meter, but I don't know if they still make it or not. But a lot of you have the Supco meter, so it'll work as well. But until tomorrow, guys, I will see you later. Be safe out there, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. You can enjoy this nice pine tree and country setting.